Hi guys, Andy here, and I'm here to bring you all things Monday to makeup related. If that's your vibe, I'd love it if you would subscribe to be part of my little slice of the internet. And in today's video, I am bringing you the top 3 products in every category of my collection, except for palettes, because we already did the top 3 palettes in a whole bunch of categories. I will leave that video listed in the drop box down below. I'll try to remember to link it in the eye. And then I'm not doing magnetic singles because I have so many of those. I'm not ranking them. But everything else I have listed down, and I will be showing you in my collection the top 3 items. So if you want to hear that from my collection, let's go ahead and just get on into it. So to start things off, we are going in order of how I do my makeup. We're going to start with primer. And these aren't in, like, I didn't rank them like 1, 2, 3 in order. Sorry. So we have, and I only have a little mini of this guy, but this is the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip. So as far as the couple grippy primers I have in my collection, nothing beats this. This is grippy, but it's still hydrating. I feel like every other grippy primer I try is too grippy and sticky. Like, I'm currently trying to finish the NYX face glue, and this is grippy, and it's hydrating, but it's so sticky, I have to go wash my hands after I use it. And I also felt like with the e.l.f. grippy primers, they were less. They were very good dupes for this, but I have to go wash my hands after because I can't stand the texture. This I don't have to. This is a hydrating primer with a tiny bit of grip, which I enjoy. I really like this primer. Next, specifically for hydration, I have this was Makeup Revolution's collab with Fortnite, and I bought it because I thought it was really pretty. Like, I think that's just gorgeous. It's their Supply Llama Dewy Swirl Primer. But this is, it goes on clear. Like, it comes out almost like Twix yogurt back in the day, but it goes on the skin clear. And this just leaves you so plump and hydrated. I really, really enjoy that. Specifically right now in the winter, this is gorgeous. And last but not least, for primer, I had to include a stick primer, and I only have 2 in my collection, and I love this. This is for porelessness. This is the Wet n Wild Impossible Primer, and it's, like I said, the stick. This is what it looks like. It is just a stick. There is no scent to it, but it really does, and I always keep these little caps. If anything like this comes with a cap, I keep it to keep the product the way it's supposed to be longer, personally. But it's a silicone-free primer stick, and for being silicone-free, it feels good on the skin, and it really does blur my pores. I don't find a lot of blurring primers that really do blur my pores, and that one's phenomenal, and I really do like it. I really, really do. And I love the ease of just being able to swipe it on. That's so nice for me. For foundation, now this one was kind of a hard category because I really do love almost all of my foundations. So, again, in no particular order, we have the Maybelline Superstay 24-Hour Skin Tint with Vitamin C. It does have a very reflective label, which I have the shade 110. So this is the most full coverage. Like, I don't understand why they call this a skin tint. This is, and I'm being generous saying medium coverage foundation. It is, you can sheer it out. It's buildable. It really is whatever coverage you want to be, which I think is why they call it a skin tint. But oh my god, you can get this to full coverage, in my opinion. But I hope you can see the radiance. Here, let me turn the lights down low. But I have the shade 110, and I do really enjoy this. It's a really nice shade match, but this is the most high coverage skin tint that I have. We'll leave the lights like this to see if that helps with shades and colors. Next, we have the MAC Studio Radiance Face and Body Radiant Sheer Foundation. So this is so thin it feels like water. This is the applicator for it, and I love the squeezy tube-ness of it. Oh, here, and I should also show you on the Maybelline one, in case you didn't know, it is a pipette dropper, which I don't mind. I know a lot of people don't like that, but I don't hate it. Like, just drop some on your face and work with it. But I also like the squeezy tube, but this feels, it's hydrating, it's thin, it's still buildable. I got this from Marshalls. I have the shade C1, and it's stunning, gorgeous, beautiful. We love her. And last but not least, I have the About Face Performer Foundation, and I have mine in the shade L1 Neutral. So, if you're new here, hi. I love a doe foot foundation. My favorite foundation for years, I went through 3 or 4 bottles of it, was the Hard Candy High Coverage Foundation, whatever it was. This gives me that same, I love the doe foot applicator. I love it. I love the coverage of this. I love the shade match that I have of this. This is, as of right now, like, I'd have to go through my foundations and literally sit there and go through them all, maybe like once a day. This is the #1 foundation in my collection. If every foundation could come with a doe foot applicator, personally, I would be the happiest person in the world. Just saying. That's just me. I know not everybody likes that, but that's just me. Ow, so sorry. Now for concealer, we'll start, this one I can rank because I see these. In spot number 3, we have the Tarte Radiant Shape Tape. And now this one's in here because it's radiant. I like the coverage. I never really liked the regular Tarte Shape Tape. I have the shade 20B Light. This is light. I do think, like, it's light. But I like the radiance. Out of all the shape tapes that they've come out with, this one's my favorite concealer. I don't like the Glow Wand. I've tried that. I hated that. The Tarte Shape Tape Creamy, I didn't enjoy that. Obviously, I didn't enjoy the regular. I like the Radiant one. I love the corrector. I went through the teeny tiny one that we got in Ipsy in Peach. I went through a whole one of those. If I still had that, that would be in here. Honorable mention to that. And honorable mention to the Nude Fix Concealer in the shade Nude 1, because I finished that and I need to purchase a full size because it's gorgeous. But this is beautiful for the radiance, and this deserves a spot because it's finally a Shape Tape concealer that I can wear and enjoy. But I would say it's a little light. It's great for brightening the under eye, it really is, but it's a little too light for what I enjoy right now, but it works. It works. In spot number 2, we have the Urban Decay Naked Quickie Concealer. I love this. I love this so much. I hate the stupid little brush on top. I'm never going to use it. It is very soft, but I hate it. I hate it so much. I have the shade 20NN. Beautiful shade match. I could use this as a foundation. It's literally just, I love the coverage. I could use this as a foundation, and that's what I love about it. It's got beautiful coverage. It's a beautiful color. I had never tried an Urban Decay concealer before this, and I have heard great things about Urban Decay concealers, and this is absolutely stunning. And last but not least, if you know, you know, the Natasha Denona High Glam Concealer, which I have in the shade N2. This is perfect in every way. I love the doe foot. It is perfect to get right in here, to get in every little crease and crevice. It is perfect. It's the perfect amount of coverage. It's not thick, it's not cakey, but it's not too thin. It's the perfect color. Like, literally, I can't say enough good things about this concealer, but I'm telling you, the nude sticks, I'd have to put them side by side. The Nude Sticks is right up there. If you haven't tried it, try a mini of the Nude Sticks concealer. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Now for powders, I have a great array here in my opinion. So for a loose powder in just a regular normal shade, we have the e.l.f. HD powder, which I don't think they sell this one anymore. I forget what it is now, but I love this powder. And this is in the shade Soft Luminance, which would be like a translucent shade. I love this shade. It was my ride or die loose powder before I got more of them. And honestly, I'm just trying to work through my mini loose powders before I go back and finish this one, because this is my oldest loose powder. Like I said, I don't think they sell the HD powder anymore. I think it's called something else now, but I love this powder so much. Then for a colored powder, pink powders don't work for me, but lavender powders, they brighten my under eyes. This is the Kimchi Chic Puff Puff Pass Set and Bake Powder in the shade Evander. So it's a lavender mixed with ivory, which is why I really like this. I have the Fenty lavender powder, which I also love, but it's just straight lavender, so it can pull a little real purple. This is the perfect lavender powder for me. I love this so much. And last but not least for powder, we have a pressed powder. And this is the Colourpop No Filter Sheer Press Powder, which I'm so sorry, again, you can't get this, but this is my favorite. This has got me into pressed powder. I have never enjoyed pressed powder, and I would open it and show you, but that would be a spoiler to my project that you'll see later this month. So I can't open it and show you because I've made massive progress on it, but this has made me fall in love with pressed powder. I can't wait to try another one. But this is just an absolute saint. I love it. Next, we have sprays, which I don't have a lot of sprays in my collection, to be wholesale honest with you. But the one I currently am working on, I have the Makeup Forever Mist and Fix, and I really like this. I use it like 7 sprays every day, and I've barely made a dent in this. This is really, really good, and I just got this, and this is stunning. Wonderful, lovely. A good drugstore option is the e.l.f. Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray. I don't think this is dewy, but this does grip your makeup. Do I think it's a dupe for the next one? No, which is the Urban Decay All Nighter. This will always be my go-to. This will always be my baby. I love this. I've gone through, this is my 3rd bottle, and I love it. This is not open, but this is my 3rd bottle, and I love the Urban Decay All Nighter. But this is really good. I think this sets your makeup really well. As you can see, it separates, and you have to shake it up because it's a biphase, and then you set your makeup, and I do think it sets really well. And last but not least, for the first side of the page is bronzer. I have one cream because I didn't want to separate my creams and powders because that's just aggressive. So my creams and powders are all... We're not doing puffy sleeves. Excuse the heck out of you. My creams and powders are all together. So, for bronzer, we have my Physicians Formula, what are you called? It's the Mineral Wear Diamond Bronzer in the shade Bronze Gem. It is a cream. Look at that pan. I love this cream bronzer. It's not in a project right now, but I don't have a cream bronzer in a project. So this has just been sitting in my drawer because I love it that much. It is stunning, gorgeous. Can't say enough good things about it. And the next 2 come from palettes. So we have the Alamar Cosmetics Hydrating Complexion Trio, which I have in Fair to Light. And we're specifically talking about this middle shade here, Pale Wear, as I touch that shade. As you can see, I have massive pan. This is like the perfect bronzer shade for me, and I had to include this in here because I actually now have a backup of this trio. So, had to include this. I love this trio. I love that bronzer shade. Stunning. And last but not least, this is the Makeup Revolution and Simpsons Treehouse of Horror trio. And the bronzer shade is Evil Twin. And I had to include this because hopefully you can see the waffle pan there. Out of this trio, the bronzer is my favorite shade in the whole trio. It goes bronzer, then highlight, then blush, if we're talking about this trio. So I've reached in here specifically just for this bronzer. I love it that much. So had to include that. So let me put those products away and then I will grab everything from the back half. All right, so we're ready to go. For blush, we have the NYX Sweet Cheeks Soft Cheek Mousse Tint. This is in the shade Almost Famous. I have every shade of these. I love this formula so much. And this shade specifically is my favorite. It has a doe foot applicator, which, as you now know, I love. And this orange shade is to die for, in my humblest of humble opinions. Then we have one of the newer blushes to my collection. This is from Il Makiage, and it's in the shade Bootylicious, which I love. But this is so pretty on the cheeks. It's this nice, glowy, rosy pink, and it's just, the baked formula is beautiful. It's easy to pick up on a brush. You can also use it wet, which I have not tried, but I find that very interesting. But it is absolutely stunning. And last but not least, we have the Natasha Denona Mini My Dream Blush. This is just effortless. I love mixing all three together. Normally, what I do is I start by just dipping my brush into these two shades, and I put that on the cheeks. Then I dip my brush into all three shades, and I do a layer like that. And then I'll put my finger in just the highlight and highlight. That's how I use it, and I love the look every time. That is a gorgeous little blush. Stunning. Highlight was so difficult because highlight is like my babies, are like my babies. So for a staple highlighter, I had to pick, this is from Wet n Wild, and it's the shade Haunted Hills. As you can see, the skull, it was a limited edition, one of their Halloween collections. This is stunning. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. I'm going to swatch highlighters, and then I'm going to swatch eyeliners and the loose shadows. Because why not? Now I know, now do we have to turn it up for, there we go. It doesn't look like much, but it's just a beautiful highlight, and it really is just a staple icy white. Very pretty. Then we have my tried and true baby that I talk about all the time that you also can't get. And this is from Colourpop. It's one of their big Super Shock highlighters. And this is in the shade You're a Catch. I love this so much. Which is right there. It's a little more champagne-y golden. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And last but not least, the newest to me is from Alamar Cosmetics. It's their Viva Las Chicas in Fair to Light. And it is the shade La Extra, which is obviously the highlighter. Which, if you want sparkle, that is straight sparkle. And that's why I love that. Absolutely stunningly gorgeous. We love her. Beautiful. I don't think I'm working on anything else. Cool. Next, for eyeliners, this one was also a little difficult because I don't wear eyeliner as much as I should generally unless I put it in a project, which is bad on me. So we have from Colourpop, and this is after they've reformulated these, but this is one of their multi-chrome ones. This is in the shade Power Trip. So it's like a blue, teal, purple. And that's why I really like this one, because I love that it's multi-chrome. I don't have a lot of multi-chrome liners. And I love the Colourpop liner formula, and this one's even better now that it's been reformulated. It's creamier. I will say the multi-chrome doesn't last very long. It ends up just being this color blue, but I still like that, so. Then we have from NYX. I love the NYX liners, and this one's in the shade Silver Lining, which I need to sharpen very badly. But I love me a good, beautiful silver liner. And that one is stunning. And last but not least, if you're not new here, or if you are new here, I love these Love+Craft+Beauty eyeliners. They dry down to a waterproof eyeliner. I've been getting them in Ipsy, and every time I can get one, I get one. I am getting one in this one's Ipsy bag, and I even added one on as an add-on, because they're so good. This one is what started it all, and it is the shade Radical. And it is like a chartreusey green, and it is so stunning, so beautiful. Absolutely love it. It is great and fantastic. So that is going to do it for eyeliner. Sorry, got interrupted. It is so hot here. We turned the heat off, we opened the window. There's a whole to-do. But we were on lipsticks. So we're going to start. All of these should be no surprise if you are a returning member. But I think you can get the other two. I don't think you can get this one anymore. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for all the things that I'm mentioning that you cannot get anymore. But I have it, and I'm going to use my makeup and a lot of the things that I love. I'm sorry. But that should just prompt you. Please use your makeup that you have. Use it all, please. But this is from Sephora. It's one of their lip stories, and it's in the shade Margs. Yeah, it's one of the matte ones. And it's a beautiful green. It's a beautiful green. Oh, I love it so much. It's a gorgeous formula. This is the Lip Stories one that started my collection with them. I think I have 4. But I love it. I love it so much. It's cardboard packaging. It's gorgeous. The only thing that would make it better is if they were scented. But they don't have any smell. So. Next, I think you can still get these. This is the NYX Suede Matte Lipstick. And this one is in the shade Violet Smoke. I love this. I love this so much. It's a gray purple. And it's beautiful. I want to get, like, the label off of it, though, without having the sticky, and it's a whole thing. And, of course, if you know, you know. This is one of the, I think these are called the Studded Kiss lipsticks from Milani, but either way, it's these lipsticks from Milani, and this one is in the shade 420 Tease. That is all I have left. Honestly, I want to try to finish this in 2025. I feel like that is a realistic goal with how much I love this nude lipstick. It is my perfect nude. I have never used a lipstick as much as I use this one. I love it so much. I love this formula. I also have the shade Peony, which for a pink I really like. I want more shades. Like, if I could own Milani, if you were listening, which they know, no, I'm too small of a person. But, like, if I could own every shade of this lipstick, I would die. I would just, but I don't have the money for that, but like, I want to try their lip stains. I love Milani so much. But this is my favorite lipstick. Probably my favorite lipstick of all time. And last category, last but not least, because I said we're not doing palettes. We already did that. And I'm not doing magnetic singles because they're all pretty. They're all pretty. I could show you what I'm currently working on, but, like, at that point, just go look at my Imageddon video, which I can also leave linked. But I have 3 loose shadows that I'm saying are my favorite because they're pretty. Again, that was really hard to do because these are all gorgeous. But we have from Haunting Hues, this is the shade Narcissus. And I'm going to do my best to swatch these for you. So this has a green, a beautiful, like, yellowy green. I hope you can see it right here. Flip to it. Let me try to build it up just a little so you can see the shimmer. There we go. And it's just so beautiful. I generally use these as inner corners, and I love them. If you are new here, I love loose shadows. I love loose pigments. They're so good. Next we have from Sugar Drizzle. This one is Bubble Bath. And this one specifically just has a beautiful shift. Sugar Drizzle pigments are so good. Like, if I could own all of these from them, I would. So it's this right here, and it's a purple blue. Like, what I'm seeing is purple. Purple and blue. But what you're seeing, I'm sure, I believe, is green. So it's a very gorgeous shift. And I got it all over my desk. That is the only downside, is these, specifically these Sugar Drizzle ones, get everywhere every time I open them. But it's not the end of the world. And last but not least, we have from Beauty Moon Cosmetics. These do not have any shade names, so I have this listed in my inventory as shade number 1 because this was the first one I ever got. I do have another one. These came in ice cream beauty boxes. Now, what I really like about these is these have a binder in them already. So where with these, like, you can wear them without a glitter glue, but if you're going to put them on your eyelid, you need a glitter glue to adhere these to your eye. This one, you do not. You can just put this on your eye, and it already has a binder in it, which is stunning and lovely. And that makes it so much easier. Like, this is a perfect beginner friendly. And it's right down here. Let me really. There we go. It's this icy pinky purple. And it's one of those that it's a beautiful inner corner, and I love the formula of these. I don't think I have any other loose pigments like this that have their own binder, that are their own item like that, and I do love it. So, that's going to do it for all of the top 3 products in every category. If you stuck around to the end of the video, I appreciate you. I know this was kind of a long one, but 'tis the season of ranking all of your products, going through everything, and all of the likes, so I appreciate it. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them down below. What are your favorite products? I'd love to know, because I'm always on the hunt for new items. And anything else? Otherwise, I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.